So my name is Aaron Malone. I've actually been lifting off and on for quite a while. I actually started when I was in middle school and high school. I think it was 1996. I got in a really bad car accident. And then that same year I was playing football and I accidentally forgot to turn my head when I tackled a guy and ended up spearing him. And when that happened, my spine actually impacted my brain, which caused a lot of issues, both physically and mentally, things like that. I ended up developing a learning disability because of it. And then I ended up developing fibromyalgia. I was researching nutrition and fitness and things of that nature, to where it literally took me at least 12, maybe to 15 years to get back to being active, I mean fully active, and get it to where I could lift lighter weight. And then eventually I started progressing into heavier weight. And I mean, obviously since I did powerlifting in high school, it's something that I've always kind of been passionate about. And then I started back in, I think it was 2015, started competing again in powerlifting. And then in 2016, I did a couple of bodybuilding shows, and I qualified for nationals 4 times in 2 shows. So unfortunately, I never went to nationals because what happened in 2017, I was at a powerlifting meet, which Ronnie Coleman happened to be at, and I ended up blowing my back out. And I was supposed to go to nationals for bodybuilding, and I was also supposed to go to worlds for powerlifting, and I couldn't go to either one because of the back injury. Most powerlifters usually range between 1 and 6 reps with really super heavy weight. The thing with strongman, kind of similar concept, except they usually try to do more reps and slightly heavier depending on what lift they're doing, and they're odd lifts. I mean, they're not your regular bench, squat, deadlift. They're tire flips. It's Viking press. It's the farmer's walks, farmer's carries, things like that. Lifting Atlas stones. Those things are heavy, and being short, it sucks because I literally had to place it on my face. I had concrete embedded in my face, so it was not fun. But but it's entertaining to say the least. There's different levels of records. State records, there's usually national records, and then there's usually world records. And that's for different divisions, for different affiliations. Because with Guinness, you have to search for records, and you can be vague or you can be specific, but the thing is, if you find a record that you want to try to break, you have to actually apply to them to do an official attempt. So basically what it is a standing tricep extension or skull crusher, the most overall weight you can do in 1 minute. So basically if you have a 100-pound easy curl bar, it's 100, 200, 300, 400. So it's whatever the weight is times reps. My plan for tomorrow is to start with the 80s, try to do 25 reps with that, drop down to the 60s, do 25 reps with that, and then use the 40s to get at least 5 to 10 reps. And I'll easily get 2.5 times if I can do that. If I get up to 10 reps, that's over 4,000 pounds. So hopefully that'll be the case. I also have So I have degenerative disc disease in my neck. So I actually have stenosis in my spinal canal causing narrowing. And I also have a couple, like 2 or 3 discs that are protruding in there. And then I have C6 is impinged on both sides, so it directly affects my triceps. So, so we'll see how that goes. I have had my triceps give out mid-rep before, so hopefully that's not the case. We'll have to probably rearrange some of these benches. I'm gonna move that out of the way because we're gonna have the trainer here in front of me, and I have to have that clock that's behind me in the frame the whole time. So basically the trainer's gonna be in front and another camera around him filming me from the front, and then I have to have a couple people from the side recording also. I literally have to pick them up from the floor and drop them back on the floor before and after every set. Initially, I thought I could just use it on here and step off and basically shoulder press it and then go, but it does say from the floor. I had to reread, there's so many rules, I had to reread through them like probably a dozen times before, and I had to highlight them too, so that way I retained it, but hopefully all will go well. Only other thing besides the Adman stuff was my triceps giving out and me smacking myself in the head. So if that's the case, then lights will be out for a while. So but hopefully that won't happen.
Let's go! Let's go!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Come on,
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Push, 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 push. Keep The previous record, 1,473. So you understand the magnitude of what he just did? He did 3,300 pounds.
A lot of people are self-defeating, and they don't look at, okay, well, if this person can do it, I know I can do it. Or if this person over here, yeah, they're a little bigger than me, but you know what? I have the will, and I have the want, and I have the desire to do it, and you know what? I'm gonna make the effort. You talk to any heavy lifter, it's 75%, if not 90% mental. If you can convince yourself you can do it, more than likely you can. What keeps people going is having actual goals that they can push towards, if not, succeed at. Even if I were to attempt and not break the record, I'd rather try and fail than never try and regret it.